So now I want to talk to you about the ETC, the energy tax credit. A lot of people aren't aware of this. Now in a former video I said that electricity is doubled basically every 12 years. There was one time it didn't double, and that was during the 90s. Bill Clinton created the ETC. The ETC means anybody selling you electricity got a 30% tax incentive at the end of the year. He did that to stop the huge mammoth increases in electricity that were taking place at the time. So what the ETC did is it stopped that electrical increases for about the entire time he was in office, in the first part of George Bush's terms. The reason why he did that is because manufacturing was taking a hit in this country at the time. Of course, we did have a big rise in tech, but the things that we produced physically were very expensive, and that's when we started outsourcing everything. And so what happened was, with that additional not going up, we were able to maintain some manufacturing in this country. Now, eventually, inflation's going to catch up. So there was no doubling period during the 90s. It started again in 2005. But George Bush is in office, and George Bush is a big fan of renewable energy. Matter of fact, he has renewables in his personal home in Texas. And what he did is he said, you know, I get the ETC, I'm not going to change it, but I'm going to include renewable energy. And that's when solar got its birth. That's how it became a marketable product. You're getting 30% off a government tax incentive initially. So the price for your electricity with solar reflects that for the life of the solar system. This is what made it profitable and economical for people to use. Now, here's the kicker. The ETC is going away. Why is it going away? Well, because by creating an energy tax incentive, we had an unfair advantage in the marketplace. If you noticed recently, Donald Trump signed with a trade deal with the Chinese. He would have never signed that if there was no guarantee that we remove the ETC, which means we will no longer have an unfair advantage over other countries, okay? So this year it's going to go down to 24%. And it is. Right now it's at 24% instead of 30. And then it's going to go down to 18%. Then it's going to go down to 10, and it's over. It's done. Now, commercial businesses like APS and SRP and even commercial solar operations will always receive a 10%. It'll never go to zero. But as a residential purchaser, you will never even get that. So what I'm telling you is the next 2 years is going to be the most vital time to go solar, because after that, you're probably not going to receive an ETC. And then on top of that, guess what? If the utility company is losing their ETC, what do you think is going to happen to their pricing? You're going to see massive increases in electricity over the next 2 and 3 years, and then it will go back to normal because they're going to lose 6 to 4% per year in tax incentives. Solar is the future. It is the way to go. And that's it. My name is Steve Caparella. Look me up and let's talk personally.